and tall. Deep step. And march. That crown up toward the ceiling. Little hop. All right, big arms. Doesn't really matter what you do, just warm it up. And B. Back to those arms. Both sides. Take it forward. Deep step, here we go. Switch legs. Try to straighten those arms on the Y. Go to the side. A little pulse back with the elbow. B-step. Open up that chest. Little pop. All right, let's tap a toe. We're gonna go slow in and out with control. Other side. In and out. Alternate knees. All right, see how good we are. That was hard. All right. We're going to step it out. No music, you can hear the squeak in my floor. All right, add some biceps. And knee. You're in, engage those abs. And step together. Together, apart. With a little raise up on those feet, getting some height. Of course, you can jump too if you want. And let's march. Now trying to roll through those feet, not just stomp them down. Let's go. Biceps, heels. Can you take them all the way up? Side, here we go. Let's flip them. All right, out to the front. Alternating. Good, nice easy back. Abs are in, shoulders down. Look like we're skiing here. And march. Half jab. Maybe you choose to move both arms. Maybe a few full drags. And march. Good. Let's bring it to parallel feet, toes forward. It's a nice, easy warm-up squat. One more. Good, ankle circle. Grab balance, something you need. Get a chair, could be the wall. Good, and switch. And reverse. Okay, let's do a few wrists here. Warm them up before we pick up those heavy weights. Or not so heavy weights. All right, squeeze and release. Good, couple shoulder rolls. Good, so big sweeping arms, reaching for those side walls. Reach. All right, good, bring those arms down, a little neck warm up. Take your time. Good, all right, let's grab those weights. Let's go up over our heads first. So whatever you normally use for shoulder press, let's do that one first today. Here we go. All right, so you look like a football goal here. And those weights are sitting right on top of those elbows. All right, here we go. Press them up. Try to straighten those arms if you can. You want to get the full range of motion. Exhaling on that lift. Now as we get tired, we want to lean back. Fight that urge. Think about sliding those arms up a wall behind your back. Exhale. And exhale. 2 more. 1. And 2. And carefully bring it down close to your body. All right, roll those shoulders down and back. Here we go. Let's do some hammer curls. Now remember, if you get tired, you can alternate arms, or you can alternate arms either way. You don't have to wait to get tired, because you can do like this. All right, I've added a little balance. Notice I got my balance before I started moving. Nice and controlled. Don't forget to breathe. So you're doing work on both moves here. So you're thinking, when should I exhale? Well, just inhale and exhale whenever it feels good, because you're doing both directions. There is no rest on this alternating arm. 2 more. There's 1. And that's 2. Good, bring it down. All right. Now we have those shoulders. Here are elbow, shoulder, hip, heels. I do my knees bent just a little bit, and I'm gonna shrug. Now you can stand tall too if you want. Just shrug, so the shoulders are going up toward the ears. They're not rounded. Think of that imaginary wall behind your back. Straight up and straight down. Two more. Last one. Good. Get it to neutral. And then very gently let it relax. Let those weights pull your arms down. Nice and gentle though. All right, nice. All right, we're gonna do some rows while we still have our heavy weights. So remember, you can just bend your knees and row here. You can take it all the way over if you want. Go all the way to flat back. And your arms could be either here or here. Now here, they don't go past the 180 line, okay? Just pull them up till you're in a straight line. You need to turn your camera on so you can see yourself. In yourself, so you can watch yourself move. And this is a slightly different move than when you row with your arms closed. Close, but a little different. Worth alternating and trying both at some point. Good. What I don't want to see is the rounding shoulders, okay? The shoulders have to stay in that straight line right across. Good. All right, bring it back in. Let's put that head down and get it doing. All right, let's do some legs. Now, this one can be challenging balance-wise. If you need your chair, go ahead and grab it. We're going to do squats. And you always have the option to do sit-to-stand or regular squats instead of what I'm about to do. So I'm about to incorporate 2 moves. I'm going to squat. I'm going to bring my knee up, rotate towards it, bring it back. Leg down. Squat. Bring the knee up, rotate toward it, bring it down. Now, if you need to, you could put a hand on a chair, for instance, for the wall, and help with that balance. So give it a whirl. Maybe you break it down, maybe you just do squats. And you can get moving a little bit with a little rotation with control. You don't have to put your hands behind your head. You have them out to the side. You can even put them down. Just taking that shoulder to the side. To do whatever works. Right here works. There we go. Do whatever feels good here with good form. Nice and controlled though. Good. 2 more. There's 1. And 2. Good. So we incorporated a little more movement in there, as well as a little ab with the rotation. Okay. Let's go ahead and do one more leg move. We're going to just go up into releve. So if you have me the chair, balance, grab it, up and down. Squeeze those calves. Squeeze the calves. I was leaning a little too much forward on that one. Here we go, up and down. Think of rolling through those feet. Now, if you want a little extra, take the arms up and the arms down. And that actually might be easier, I'm not sure. I actually think it feels easier. Having the arms go with me. But really focusing on those calves, squeezing them. More. And then we're going to hold it up. Hold it up. Abs in. Using that big toe. I know it's hard with these squishy shoes. Bring those hands out to the side. Keep holding those heels up. And bring them down. Nice. All right, let's grab our lighter weights, slightly lighter than what we had. And you might be in that awkward position where you can do a lot of the heavier weight, but not very many, a lot of the lighter weight, but not many of the heavier weight. And it's okay to do 5 with your medium weight, or your heavy weight, excuse me, and then change weights. It's okay to do that. So for instance, we'll use those, a few with my heavier weight. And maybe to just keep things easy, I'm going to do 1 arm at a time and engage my abs. That's 1 set. Here I'm going 2, 3. Now it's starting to get hard. 4. And I'm thinking 1 more. 5. Good, now I'm just going to switch. If you're lighter, I can do both. 6. 7. So you don't have to do the set with one particular weight. You can change. And I'm going to add a little balance. And I'm going to alternate again because this really works your balance. If you have the leg up and you're alternating. Abs in. One more each side for me. I could do more, but getting really tiring, and I also want to switch. I'm going to do the other weight. Now this time, we're going to go to the front corners. And you notice I have my balance back, both legs. Engage your abs and lift. Good, now I'm going to switch the balance on that other foot. Remember, you could just have a toe down, or you could put your leg, foot against your other leg. Last one for me right here. Good. All right. Now, when we do the heavier weight, I'm going to do behind my head for triceps. Remember, you always have this option here where you squeeze straight. Now notice that 90-degree angle between my wrist and my forearm. Okay? So here we go. Squeeze. Abs are in. All the work is from here back. Squeeze. I was going to go behind my head, but then I decided to stay here because behind my head, I would want the heavier weights. With both arms would be holding a separate weight. And if you get the weights that have these flat edges, you can push them against each other for a little support on your forearm. Relax those shoulders. Abs are in. 2 more. Squeeze. And squeeze. Good. Shoulders down and back. Nice. All right, we did triceps, we did side raises, we did front raises, we already did shoulder raises and biceps and our rows. All right, let's do 2 more moves here. First one will be with this weight. That'll be our chest. Knees together, elbows do not need to touch, hands do not need to touch. Keep them parallel. In. More. Hard to keep those elbows up, isn't it? When your elbows start dropping, you know you're done. Maybe do 1 more, and then you're done. Good. Carefully bring them in. Now I'm going to switch to my lightest weight, which for me is a 5-pound. You can also use no weights. Because this one's actually pretty hard. Here we go, we're gonna fly. All the way, abs are really engaged here. Maybe you do 2 or 3 with the weights and then say enough. Put them down and come on back without the weights. Now, another way to do these, which I think is much easier, is up here. Now remember, right across from your chest and then open. So this and this are the same, just have a different body angle. 2 more. 1 and 2. Nice. So those are great for working your chest and your back. And a lot of complaints about back things we don't like, but that one helps firm up the upper back and your chest. Get the water. Time for some more leg work. So we haven't done just a kick with a side lift in a while. Now remember, if you're in the chair, you just bend and straighten. Do all these first, and then you can do the rotation out to the side in the chair. For standing, we're going to go ahead and go front and then side. So if you need a chair, there it is. Lift and side. So front and side. Good. Now only lift it as high as you can lift it without kicking it up. Lift, side. Abs are in here. Really engaged, especially on that front lift. That's what's going to protect your back. Two more. Here's 1. Here's 2. All right, now for you 2, you can move your chair around to the other side, or you can turn around. You don't have to continue to face the camera. You know what you're doing. Get that foot nice and grounded, spread those toes with that standing foot, and here we go. And lift. And side. Now out to the side, that ankle leads toward the ceiling. Keep that toe forward. Almost there. Can we do 2 more? There's 1. And here's 2. All right, good job. Shake it out. Give it a little rub. Okay, let's go and do some abs. We're gonna do our seated with our back, wrist distance from the back of the chair. Knees over the ankles, straight back, and up. Now if that's too easy, slide a little further forward and go a little further back.
Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more.
Those belly buttons in.
Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. But when you dance, you have to play with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you.
Good. I'm going to turn my chair so you can see me. We're going to do 2 moves here. These are the first one we're going to do. If you want, you can put your feet together. We're going to sit as tall as we can. We're going to rotate. So putting a little pressure against your knee and then a little resistance with your knee to keep those legs straight. You can take that back arm and reach around the back of the chair if you want. Take that neck with you. Good. Back to the center, nice and tall. All right, here we go. Other side. Nice twist. Good. Back to the middle. All right, let's put our hands down toward the floor. And we need to make sure that we're keeping in alignment. So your arms, your back, your head is everything, and your hips all stay in alignment. So the trick here is to keep your head toward the ceiling. It's like punch your obliques. So squeeze. Now, if you know this is going to irritate a back issue, don't do it. With a nice stretch, maybe up and over stretch. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to look front. Not very big. Paying attention to my back on this side. Tell me how far to go. So side crunch. 3, 2, keep that head tall, and 1. Good, nice and tall. So every time you come back to the middle position, think of lifting your head toward the ceiling. Here we go, other side. Reach. Side crunch. 2. Nice and tall. Adjust your obliques, you're working. That side. Good. All right, here, let's work on some glutes. We're going to do some squeezes in the back. Here we go. Squeeze both your cheeks, relax. Squeeze, relax. Squeeze, squeeze. Now, here you might really feel your hamstrings engaged more than you do standing. Try to keep them relaxed. Squeeze. Both cheeks. Squeeze. Abs are probably coming in too, but focusing on those gluteuses. All right, if you can find him doing the visual, left, right, left. Squeeze it as hard as you can. Squeeze. Squeeze. Try to keep these legs relaxed. It's hard. So feel them kicking in. I'm trying to get them to relax, but they want to work. Just those cheeks, squeeze those glutes, squeeze. Now, if you're getting a good squeeze, you'll notice that your sits bones come up off the chair a little bit as the muscle engages around the sits bone. Couple more, squeeze, 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 squeeze. So maybe you were able to find that sensation where your sits bone, the muscle around it, engaged enough to kind of lift your sit bone up off the chair. Now you know you're getting some good gluteal work. All right, let's roll those shoulders down and back. We're gonna do one compound set. You choose. You can do it in the chair or standing. All right. Remember, work in pieces. If you don't like, for instance, the deadlift or the row, just leave it out. Here we go. Do 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. Engage your abs. Bring it to standing. Bicep. Shoulder press. Now we're having our weights face the front. So instead of palms forward, we have our, right here, our pinkies forward. So right there. Now your pinkies are forward. Light variation. Abs in, nice and tall. Try not to lean back if you can help it. Try to straighten those arms if you can. And how about one more? Then we'll start our stretches. Abs in, you might be getting tired. Watch your form and bring it down. Nice, let's put those weights down. All right, shoulders down and back. I'm gonna go ahead and sit because I want us to do that inner thigh stretch. So you're gonna come to the edge of the chair, use your other hand, make sure your chair doesn't tip. This foot is flexed. Now, hip, knee, toe are all facing forward as well as your body, okay? And this leg is out to the side with your foot flexed. And you may have to scoot it out a little bit. Now, I'm gonna lean forward. And then if you still can't find the stretch, you can take it out a little bit. We're looking for this inner thigh stretch here. You might feel it down to your knee. You can relax into it. Really flexing that foot. Now, if you hyperextend, make sure you don't put any pressure on it. If your natural tendency is to hyperextend that knee joint, be careful. What we're looking for is this inner thigh stretch. Look, you get lazy, especially as it relaxes, you might have to reflex. Abs are in. Good, and engage. Bring it back up and slide across to the other side. Use that chair and that hand and get that balance. Make sure your chair is not going to tip over. Flex. Back. Then lean forward. Now this side, I don't need to lean out any. I can feel the stretch just fine. But if you need to, you can bring your body a little toward the corner. Get a good stretch on that inner thigh. Again, don't put any pressure down. Maybe you go a little further. Good. Let's bring it to the front. Switch that stretch to those hamstrings, those calves. Make sure you know where your chair is. I like to lead with my chest here, keep my shoulders back. Now my front foot, you can't see it in the video, but it's flexed. And it's pointing toward the ceiling. Good. I'll slide back to the other side just to make sure. Flex. And point up toward the ceiling. Good. Let's bring it in. Let's bring those arms right here and then open them up. And think of taking those elbows back. Relax those shoulders. And then we can pump and release our hands while we're here. Feel it probably in your chest and your upper back. Right near your armpits. Check with your chin. Make sure it's not reaching forward. Good. Bring it down. Roll those shoulders back. I'll take that palm facing the side and then try to get that palm right down your back. Now my pinky's past my spine. The rest of my hand is to the same side of my spine as this arm. So left. And we should feel the stretch right here. And if you can't, you always have that option of giving a little push, get that elbow a little higher. Don't involve your neck. Good. And then we'll switch back. Up. Hold that elbow in place and back. Feeling the stretch right here. If you want, you can push back. Chin. Back as well. Good. Bring it in. And let's get a big breath in. Reach up toward the ceiling and try to lift your hips up the imaginary wall. Reach them out as wide as you can. Getting as much space into those lungs so you can breathe big. Good. I know some of you may have done this move already. You can slide back if you want. You can bring that arm up and over. You can grab your chair, you can relax here. Just make sure your down shoulders relaxed as well. If you notice that on my arm dropped over on my ear, it's reaching up and over, feeling the stretch all down this side. Good, and other side. Sit tall, and then bring it over.